قد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة لمن كان يرجو الله واليوم الآخر وذكر الله كثيرا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is without doubt that our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the kindest person ever to have lived, and he was the best of people in moral conduct and ethics and way of dealing with people. He was soft and kind, tolerant, easygoing. He lived with people and they loved how he lived with them. He was kind and soft and compassionate towards his wives, the children, his companions, with everyone. Everyone who knew him loved him at first sight. Allah Azza wa Jal described him and praised him by saying, "So by the mercy from Allah, O Muhammad, you were lenient with them. And if you had been rude in speech and harsh in heart, they would have disabandoned from about you." So the Prophet ﷺ was easygoing, was kind, was tolerant, not rude, not aggressive, not intimidating. And this is something that is rare to find nowadays. It's a quality that can only be found in leaders whom you respect, yet you feel their love and care, not to be intimidated or frightened from them. This is how the Prophet ﷺ was. When it came to his wives, and we know that wives differ. Some can be kind, some can be arrogant, some can be nagging, some can be rude. Women differ like men. However, the Prophet ﷺ, with all of them, was loving and caring and kind. He used to check on them, each one, every single day. 9 women, he used to check on them in the morning and then after Asr. Nowadays, we hear complaints from so-called men who are married to more than one, and their wives complain that he may abandon her for a month or two without even calling or texting or checking, or not even paying them their allowance and providing for them the essentials such as food and shelter. These are not real men, let alone to be Muslims, because this is not how the Prophet dealt with his wives alayhi salatu wassalam. He, when he married Aisha, she was a young girl and she loved him more than anything on earth. And he, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, would appreciate and put into consideration her young age. So he used to send her other young girls to play with, her friends, so that she wouldn't be feeling lonely. He also used to do whatever she desired. as long as it was halal, he would go with it. Once the Abyssinians were playing with their swords and spears in the masjid, a form of training, a form of, let's say, dancing, but it's training actually. And the Prophet ﷺ was watching them. Aisha came from behind, from inside her house, and the Prophet said, "Would you like to watch?" And she said, "Yes." He wouldn't say, "No, go, hide, don't look, don't watch, don't do this, don't do that," like so many of us may do, prohibiting what is permissible, just to be safe. No, no, to be safe, don't do this, without any knowledge. The Prophet ﷺ said to her, "Come." She placed her chin on his shoulder and kept on watching. And after a while, the Prophet said, Had you had enough? And she said, "No, no, no, I'd like to watch more." And the Prophet would leave her, alayhi salatu wassalam. Whenever she drank from a glass, let's say milk, the Prophet would take the glass and search for where she had placed her lips on to drink from and drink from the same spot, just to show her how much love he has for her. And of course, a woman would be delighted to see her husband not being repulsed or disgusted to use the same utensils she had used. Like we always make a joke when I say to my wife, "Bring me a spoon, please, so I can eat with." She says, "Take my spoon." I said, "Okay, wash it 7 times with water and once with soil." And then I get a smack on the face. This is a joke, but unfortunately there are men who may act like this. No, 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 I wouldn't eat with the same spoon. The Prophet ﷺ did that. He even went further to see when she had a bite from a bone that had meat on it, he would take it and look where she snatched the meat from and do the same from the same spot. And this makes the love grow between the spouses. When he used to call his wife, he used to use what's known in Arabic as at-tarkhim. And at-tarkhim is deleting a letter or two to give a nickname. So instead of Aisha, he would say, "Ya Aish." And that is a beautiful way of calling her. And he would also show his kindness even when she is the wrongdoer. It was reported in an authentic hadith by Nu'man ibn Bashir, may Allah be pleased with him and with his father, that once the Prophet ﷺ was with Aisha in their home and they were in a heated argument. Like any couple, when Abu Bakr, Aisha's father, sought permission to enter. So he was given the permission and he entered his daughter's home. And he found Aisha shouting at the Prophet ﷺ, in a sense, raising her voice when talking to him. And he charged on her, wanting to beat her and scold her, saying to her, "Do you raise your voice up over the Prophet ﷺ?" And when the Prophet saw this, of course, if he is the husband and his wife was treating him like this, and it's her father who wants to reprimand her and scold her or beat her up, I didn't do anything. I didn't ask for it. I don't mind. Be my guest. No. The Prophet ﷺ immediately intervened and stood in Abu Bakr's face. And he prevented him, of course, from doing anything because he was in his face, in his way. So Abu Bakr left the house angrily with his daughter. So the Prophet ﷺ went to terrified Aisha and said to her, "Don't you see? I prevented him from beating you up. Don't you see? I saved you from the man. You should be appreciative. Look how kind I am to you." So he's showing her what he did to her. And a few minutes later, she started laughing with him, and the Prophet was laughing with her back, and they were happy again. Abu Bakr came to the house again, wanted to see what things are happening there. And when he entered and found them laughing and giggling, he said, "O Prophet of Allah, as you have engaged me in your war moments ago, engage me in your peace and tell me what you're laughing about." No harm's done. And the case was resolved. This is how kind the Prophet was, alayhi salatu wassalam. He was extremely kind with children, whether his own or others. The Prophet alayhi salatu wassalam used to show his kindness. Ibn Abbas, his cousin, may Allah be pleased with him, he used to say that the Prophet ﷺ once saw me, he wiped over my head and made dua that Allah grants me wisdom. Anas ibn Malik, his servant, was a boy, a young boy serving the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet would always address him by saying, "Ya bunay," my son. And this shows that the Prophet was showing him kindness and empathy in being kind to him. Not only that, even toddlers, 4 years, 5 years of age, the Prophet would nickname them. Anas, may Allah be pleased with him, had a brother. And this brother had a small bird in a cage. And when the bird died, the boy wept and was saddened by it. And every time the Prophet came into their house, alayhi salatu wasalam would say, "Ya Aba Umayr, mada fa'ala al-Nughayr." He would nickname him a child. And he say, "Ya Aba Umayr," the father of Umayr. And the boy did not have a wife, let alone a child. But this is one of the etiquettes in Islam, to nickname children. And also there was this young girl that the Prophet used to call Khalid. He used to joke sometimes, but he never says any lies. He jokes, but never says any lies. Anas says, once the Prophet ﷺ called me, "Oh, you with the 2 ears." And of course, everyone has 2 ears, but sometimes people would feel insulted. But what do you mean by 2 ears? You have 2 ears. I didn't say that they're long or big or small or ugly. 2 ears. So the Prophet used to do this, alayhi salatu wasalam, but he would not lie. He would also not reprimand his servants or the children. Anas ibn Malik says, one day the Prophet ﷺ sent me on an errand, and I embedded in myself not to go. I wanted to play. I wanted to have some time off. So I saw a group of children playing. So I stood there watching them and maybe wanting to play with them, when all of a sudden I had someone holding me from my neck from behind me. And I looked, and it was the Prophet ﷺ laughing. And he said, Unais, his name is Anas. Unais is the smaller version of the name. Unais, did you go where I ordered you to do or to go? So I said, yes, O Prophet of Allah, I'm going now. And the Prophet ﷺ let him go laughing. No reprimanding, no scolding. Anas says, I served the Prophet ﷺ since I was a young boy for 9 years. And never ever he said to something I had done, why did you do this? Or for something I did not do, wouldn't you have done so and so? He served the Prophet ﷺ for nothing. This was the idea of his smart, wise mother, Sulaym, who brought him to the Prophet ﷺ when he migrated to Medina. And she said, O Prophet of Allah, this young child is Anas. He's a smart young boy. Let him serve you. And the Prophet ﷺ made dua for him. And indeed, that was one of the best steps a mother could ever take for her son, who accompanied the Prophet ﷺ, who memorized his hadith, who was with the Prophet ﷺ wherever he went, who got dua. Tremendous blessing and favors from Allah Azza wa Jal. When the Prophet says, "O Allah, prolong his life and give him many children and bless his wealth." Anas said, after the Prophet made these du'as for me, due to the request of my mom, I am the longest of all the companions. I don't know companions left. He lived over 100. And my offspring exceeded, my children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren exceeded 100. And I've buried many of them. And as for my wealth, all farms in Medina produce once a year, mine only produce twice a year. So what a beautiful reward for serving the best man ever to walk the earth. Nowadays, liberals and enemies of Islam said, look, this is child abuse. How dare she give her own child to the Prophet to serve him, alayhi salatu salam, a foreigner, a stranger, blah, blah, blah. Look at the fruits he managed to gain from serving the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. The Prophet was kind alayhi salatu wasalam to his own grandchildren. He loved them more than his own children. Al-Hussein ibn Ali, his grandson, he was a young toddler playing in the roads of Medina with other boys when the Prophet ﷺ saw him. When Al-Hussein saw the Prophet ﷺ, he ran to him in a playful manner, and the Prophet extended his hands. So Al-Hussein would go right and the Prophet would do this, go left, would do this, until he embraced him and he took him and kissed him. And he said, Al-Hussein is from me and I am from him. May Allah love whoever loves Al-Hussein. And by Allah, we love Al-Hussein. Because the Prophet loved him. Because he's a great companion. Because he's the son of Ali, one of the 10 heaven-bound, and the son of Fatima, the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ, and he's one of the masters of the youth of Jannah. The Prophet ﷺ was so kind that even in fard prayers, imagine when the Prophet is leading the congregation and he's prostrating, Al-Hassan or Al-Hussein, one of them two grandsons of his, would mount him as a ride. The companions said the Prophet once prayed Dhuhr and he prostrated and he prolonged the prostration. We thought that he might have died. So one of us raised his head and found that his grandson is mounting him. So he went back to prostration. And when the Prophet concluded the prayer, they said, "O Prophet of Allah, you've done something you've never done before. You prolonged the sujood. We thought that either you had died or Allah is revealing Quran to you." He said, "Neither of this happened, but my son," referring to his grandson, "mounted me as a ride, and I hated to haste him, so I just left him until he got bored and left. Compare this kindness with the grandchildren, with what many of us do nowadays, leaving their children to daycare just because the mother wants to work for extra cash. They don't need it, but she's bored, she wants to work. Leaving the children to foreign maids who come from overseas with their customs and habits and with even their different religions at times. And we don't know what they do with them. And we snatch the children from their moms' laps and throw them to these maids or to the daycare centers. How such children would grow up. This act of kindness during prayer illustrates the iman. I saw a clip the other day of an Algerian imam leading Taraweeh. And there was a camera in front of him, and while he was reciting, a cat climbed all over him to sit on his shoulder, licking his face, and his, subhanallah, recitation was not interrupted. He just patted the cat while continuing to recite the Quran instead of tossing it against the wall or stepping on it or doing something or being frightened. Subhanallah. Kindness even with the animals. This is what we lack in our religion. The Prophet ﷺ was playful and joyful with children. Mahmud ibn Rabi', one of the companions, one of the youngest companions ever to be classified as a companion, he said, I still memorize, I still remember an incident where the Prophet was making wudu, and I came as a 5-year-old, and I stood next to him, and the Prophet threw some water from his mouth while making wudu in my face. Like we do with children when they are standing next to us and we throw water in their faces and they laugh and enjoy this. So Mahmud, who's a stranger, but recalls how the Prophet was kind to him, alayhi salatu wassalam. The Prophet was kind even to his companions, even when they were angry. Once he went to his daughter's house, Fatima, and he asked, where's Ali? And she confessed, we had a fight or a heated argument. Yes, we're companions. We're heaven bound, but we're humans. We tend to have different opinions over things. So we argued, and he did not like what he heard, so he left the house and did not come for the afternoon nap. So the Prophet sent someone to look for him, and they found him lying in the masjid on the soil. So the Prophet went to him and made him get up, dusting the dust from his shoulder, saying, Qum Aba Turab, rise up, the father of dust. Ali says, by Allah, this nickname is better for me and more beloved to me than Abul Hassan. His eldest is Al-Hassan, and usually we nickname a person by the eldest of his sons. So he says, Aba Turab, the father of soil or dust, wallahi is better and more beloved to me than Abul Hassan, because it was said by the Prophet ﷺ. And it shows us that the father-in-law tries to reconcile, is wise, is trying to patch things up. Instead of saying to his daughter, he was having a fight with you, leave the house and come to my house. I'll teach him a lesson. Like so many arrogant, ignorant imbeciles do with their daughters. Instead of telling their daughters, be patient, be tolerant. Even if your husband curses me or swears at me or says bad things about me, ignore it as if nothing had happened. Your husband comes first. This is not found anymore, unfortunately, because parents don't have the wisdom, don't have the knowledge in Islam how to teach their daughters that her husband is her priority, even if he was wrongdoing. We can solve things. Nobody's perfect. Similarly, the Prophet said to his companion, Hudhayfah ibn al-Yaman, when he sent him to bring him the knowledge of the army forces besieging Medina in the Battle of the Trench. So it was freezing cold, but the Prophet made dua for him, and he felt like he was in a sauna all the way there and all the way back. And he told the Prophet about the information he needed, ﷺ. Then the cold came back to him. So the Prophet gave him his a cloak to warm up with, and he, because he was tired, went to sleep. In the morning, the Prophet woke him up and said, Qum ya Noman. Again, Noman, the sleepy one. So the Prophet is not saying, calling him by name, is nicknaming him to show his kindness, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And there are so many stories, all prove to us that this man is unique. Now, we all can be this kind, but we all cannot be as brave as him, as knowledgeable as him, as a man of authority as him, a man of power as him, the greatest of all messengers as him. All of these cannot be collected and combined in one man, except the perfect man, and that is the role model, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. We have a short break. Stay tuned, and inshallah, we'll be right back.